collection post video tonight in response to Thomas from Merciful Metal, who posed 3 questions about knowing your collection. So this is question number 1, an album that you've recently played. Well, this is what I'm actually playing right now. So it's a band called Wolftooth, American doom or / heavy metal. This is their 3rd album, and it's from 2021. Similar in style to Grand Magus, say, from Sweden. So yeah, so that's question 1, an album that you've recently played. Question 2 is 2 albums that you haven't heard in over a year. So 2 albums I haven't heard in over a year. First one being some UK doom by the band Gavorden. This is their 2nd album from 2023. So I guess I haven't really played this since 2023. So yeah, way over a year. But now it's out, it will be played. So that's number 1. Number 2, from the albums that I haven't heard in over a year, Carnal Tomb, some German death metal. This is the 3rd album of theirs from 2023 as well. So yeah, I've not played this since I bought it in 2023. Not that it's a bad album, it's a brilliant album. Everything Carnal Tomb have done is top-notch death metal. I just haven't played this in over a year. It's been filed away, but now it's out again. I shall give it another spin. And finally, question 3: 3 albums you can't recall or remember. So this was a tricky one, because when you've got several thousand CDs sitting in front of your eyes, you kind of like look around and think, I like all these albums and I play all these albums. Not regular, but you know, they get spun once in a while. And then it became apparent to me that the question basically means something in your collection that you just have no idea what it sounds like, or can't even remember why you bought it. So then it became easy. So I pulled out Pleiades Dust from Gorguts. This is obviously like Canadian tech death, and everybody knows that Gorguts were one of the original old school tech death metal bands from the 90s, and I imagine that most of us are familiar with their 90s output. But this 2016 EP, I think I played it the day I bought it, and I know that I didn't like it, so I was going to take it back, but I decided that at some point or another I'd give it another go. Well, I obviously haven't given it another go, and it's just been sat in the collection since 2016, unplayed. So yeah, I'll give that a spin. So that's number 1 of the 3 albums you can't recall or remember. Number 2 and number 3 actually, a band called Matridon. They've had 4 albums out, I think, or 3 albums and an EP. I've just got the EP and the 1st album. American Blackened Death, from what I remember. But again, I haven't played this band in years. It's just sitting in the collection, and I couldn't even imagine what it sounds like, other than it's blackened death. Now that's not the biggest genre for me, so I imagine I must have really liked these guys when I first heard them, and I know that I first heard them on a Terrorizer disc, so I must have picked up the EP, must have reasonably enjoyed it, and then I bought the album. So the EP was out in 2006, and the 1st album was out in 2008. They went on to have a couple more releases, but I know nothing about the band, whether they are still going or have released anything else, but they have had two more albums out. So yeah, so that's albums 2 and 3 of albums you can't recall or remember. So there you go, just a short video, something different, in response to Thomas from Merciful Metal.